Hi, it's Joe from Detroit. Welcome to my channel. As of last month, when I recorded a video about a poor child who had lost his life in a hyperbolic oxygen chamber, his there's been developments in it, and I'd like to go over them. First, this is from Channel 2's Fox 2 Detroit. They do a good rundown, and then we'll quickly go over the Detroit New Free Press article. And I'll probably stop this if I can. Okay, come on. Oh, there.
Arrested this morning in connection to the death of Thomas Cooper.
The 5-year-old was killed in January when his hyperbaric oxygen chamber exploded. It's important to point out the Oxford Center, formerly known as the Oxford Recovery Center, with another location in Brighton, is the same medical facility run by the same people I've been exposing for years.
Any step towards justice, I have found, helps families that are grieving, but nothing's ever going to replace that beautiful boy.
It's been 6 weeks since Thomas Cooper lost his life in the most unimaginable way at the now shuttered Oxford Center in Troy. Cooper was receiving treatment for ADHD and sleep apnea inside a hyperbaric oxygen chamber when there was an explosion. Little Cooper was trapped inside with the flames. His mother couldn't open the locked treatment machine, and either could anyone on staff. Sources tell me there were not enough required and qualified therapists on duty at the time.
We treat between 60 to 80 patients a day in hyperbarics.
Fox 2 learning from eyewitnesses of the wrongdoing to key evidence. Troy police quickly getting enough to charge those responsible, including founder and CEO of the Oxford Center, Tammy Peterson. And Monday morning, officers arrested Peterson at her palatial Brighton home.
That looks
Peterson
nice.
And 2 others are facing second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter charges. A 4th person arrested for involuntary manslaughter and entering false information on medical records.
The fact that they're charging Miss Peterson in this supports that she had some personal involvement in this. I mean, somebody doesn't get charged if they didn't take a specific action to bring.
She's the owner. She's the boss. Of course, she's going to get charged.
Family as they pursue a civil lawsuit against those responsible. His team of experts given the green light to search electronic data and the hyperbaric machines. Sources tell me criminal investigators already found evidence that showed the machines were not properly maintained, which may have played a role in the explosion.
We knew this was not the end. We told everybody the place needs to be shut down or something bad is going to happen. Like, we knew it. And then that poor baby died, and we all spent that entire day like grieving with that mother.
Kim Harden, along with several other parents who sought treatment for their autistic children at the Oxford Center in Brighton, spent years seeking justice after discovering Casey Coden-Diskin, who had been running the treatment program, was a convicted felon and a fraud who stole her experience and posed as a BCBA therapist.
Oh, no.
Diskin, who was hired and defended by CEO Tammy Peterson, was sentenced to nearly 8 years in prison last year, and now this.
Finally, the fight that we've been fighting for all these years. The place is shut down. She's locked up. It's a great day. But how can we celebrate when that little baby's gone? I mean, we can't.
Now, the attorney for Tammy.
That is just horrible. So I just wanted to go through some of this again. 5 years old. A clear history of dishonesty, interference with investigations, predatory behavior towards vulnerable individuals. Of course. How else are you going to get them to fork over the money? Tamala Peterson. She ran away from detectives when asked for her cell phone and had her son scrub the laptop days after the poor child died. Okay, that says something right there. Well, we do know they found enough. Something to the effect of, if my leg was on fire, I'd at least try to hit it and put it out. He just laid there and did nothing. Well, listen here, bitch. Hopefully the poor child was already dead. Carbon monoxide poisoning in that all enclosed space. Bitch. Excuse me. Peterson's messages also show that when she was asked whether the company was promoting hyperbaric chambers for ED, she responded, "Whatever gets its bodies in those chambers." I'm sorry, you can get generic pills for a lot cheaper than one of your treatments. 58. Yeah, she don't exactly look too happy there. Well, no filters or makeup on there, I guess. Let's see. Peterson 58, 65, 64, and 60. Well, at least they weren't doing age discrimination at this place. I'll include the link to this article because I'm just trying to hit some of the high points. There is a second location in Brighton, the main one. Conditions not approved. I mentioned this in the other article, a video I did, by the U.S. Food and FDA, including autism, cerebral palsy, cancer, and autoimmune diseases. Think arthritis. Yes, it's not approved for those, but she's still charged for him. He was under his 36th of 40 treatments. Trigger is the police detective when he being treated for at the Center for ADHD and sleep apnea. How in the hell does a 5-year-old child, have sleep apnea? That doesn't compute to me, but whatever. And here's another thing that I'm just surprised about, because this should be a county prosecution, but the Michigan Attorney General is involved in this. I don't know why she would get involved in it. I know that Brighton is in a different county than Troy, but still should, I don't know, doesn't make sense. But of course, this place advertised on right-wing talk radio over the years, so probably getting mad about that too. I wouldn't doubt it, but hey. Testimony Trigger said about 4 accused into death. The staff blatantly ignored safety measures that could have kept Thomas alive, including a failure to use a grounding strap, which are typically worn around the wrist during treatment to discharge static electricity. That's real brilliant. Yes, let's not use what should have been done. Former employees told police they advised Peterson they were advised by the owners and other staff that they weren't necessary, even though industry experts, safety manuals, and their own training materials suggest otherwise. It was real brilliant, and they fired someone who refused to run it. Well, that makes sense. This is what happens when you keep breaking the rules. Somehow it's going to come and bite you in the rear end, but it murdered a child. And that is the biggest crime of all. You murdered a child. Hyperbaric chambers contain 100% oxygen. Okay, this is a lot of technical stuff about basically you just wear cotton in there, but of course they didn't bother checking that. I don't even want to think of that. I will leave a link for this article in the comments or the bottom of this video. Oh God, did not show. Detectives later found the grounding straps in what she described as a junk drawer. Oh Lord, and they tampered with the machine to make it look like it hadn't been used as much. They were confident that this was likely done at the direction of Peterson. I have the feeling you can't go to the bathroom in a place like that without her approving it. Chamber had Thomas used on that day hadn't undergone routine maintenance or inspection by the manufacturer since 2022. It documented the chamber had been used over 20,000 times, but when the device was checked after the fire, it was dialed back. Oh, that's 19894. That's a real good one. Responded, oh yeah, they don't use the machine anymore. I'm sorry, Miss Peterson. You've got a lot of time to unfortunately think about this because that child died. And odds are you ain't getting out of there for a while. So, Trigger allegedly tried to hide the video footage, of course. She couldn't, and then she didn't remember the password to the access to system. Sure. All four defendants have pled not guilty. They're being held in the Oakland County Jail with bond set of $2 million for Peterson, $250,000 for the other people. Well, they don't want Peterson leaving because apparently she had a Chinese visa for her son's wedding, and for some reason she had just bought a lot of Iraqi currency. Maybe she got a deal on it, I don't know. And the attorney's doing the normal attorney thing. And this is the one thing I did want to mention. Fox 2 learned last month that the family paid $8,000 for 40 oxygen therapy sessions for the little boy and were told it would help his ADHD and sleep apnea. There is no proven science backing oxygen therapy for those conditions on the Oxford Center's website, so insurance won't cover the treatment. Nessel said, the Attorney General, said that the Oxford Center was using the chamber as a Medicaid remedy for unfounded medical treatments. It was a pure cash flow business. This is so heartbreaking. Yes, rest in peace, young man. I'll try to remember to link everything into the description. Everyone have a nice day.